This is the all-new Hyundai KONA. It's Auto Express Car of the Year for 2023. Now, what is it that makes this the very best car that we've tested over the past 12 months? Well, there's a number of things, but one thing has really impressed me, and it's the fact that Hyundai have listened. They've listened to customers of previous KONAs to find out what they like and what they think could be improved. They've listened to buyers of other small SUVs. They've even listened to us to produce a car that is a real all-rounder. And that's what I think this car really is. It's a great all-rounder. It's quite fun to drive, it's ideal for a family, and it comes in 3 different flavours. You can get petrol cars with a 1 litre or a sportier 1.6 turbo. There's a hybrid car and an all-electric KONA. Now that's got to be the future, hasn't it? And talking about the future, the thing that really impressed me when I first saw this car a year ago in Korea is the styling. And one thing that obviously caught my eye is this horizon bar, which I think is a really clever piece of design. I love the way it's repeated on the back of the car as well. Makes the car feel really premium. Now, that might be new, but there are enough styling features that mark this car out as a KONA, been carried over from the old car, the squared off wheel arches, the hidden lights down here, and all these little details really make this look like a really stylish and premium new car. Now, I've spoken about Hyundai clearly listening, and this is one area where they have clearly listened. Not the most exciting part of the car, but hugely important. The boot is now 466 litres large, much bigger than the old car. There's even a bit of storage space underneath the boot floor, and you can adjust the size. The seats fold flat. Now, for me, one of the most important things, can I get my dog in the back? You'll have important things that you need to get in the boot too. There is plenty of space back here. I like that. Let's just have a look in the back of the car as well. There's been more listening when it comes to back here. There's more headroom, there's more shoulder room, and there's more leg room. And these seats are really nicely trimmed. It's really quite posh in here. Right, I'm coming around your side to have a look in the front of the car. Oh, this is nice in here. Of course, you can't have a car these days without a touchscreen. You've got 2 12.3-inch screens here. The touchscreen is really responsive. And another thing I like, sometimes touchscreens are overused. There's so much stuff that you have to use the touchscreens for. This car, thankfully, there's separate buttons for the climate control. There are fast keys to take you back to the map or put the radio on or whatever you want. Really, really clever thinking. And it does seem as though Hyundai have thought about how people are going to be using these cars. So there's a little shelf just above the glove box over here. There's a nice decent sized glove box so you can get more than a pair of gloves in. These are really, really cool down here. You've got little cup holders. There's a big storage space, but the cup holders just pop out at the touch of a button. That's really, really cool. This, of course, is the sportier N-line model. I really like some of the little details in here. You've got a red pinstripe that sort of runs across the vents and further up across the dashboard. They're repeated on the seats, and you get a little N to make you feel sportier, to remind you that this is the sporty N-line car. The driving position, yep, it's really quite comfortable. There's plenty of adjustment for the steering wheel, which is important. And because these cars are automatic, the automatic shifter is actually a little column down here that becomes really intuitive to use after a while. Really clever, and of course it frees up more space down here for plenty of storage, wireless charger for your phone, plenty of USB sockets, and the most important thing for a lot of people, this screen will display Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, whichever flavour of mobile phone you use. We spend a lot of time driving the KONA, and it's super comfy and super easy to drive as well. The electric car is quick, the range is a realistic range, it's very efficient, and a number of drive modes to play with, and the hybrid's good too. Plus, of course, there are those 2 petrol cars. So all in all, it's a really nice car to drive. Do you know, this is one of those cars that genuinely has something for everyone. I love the space, I love the style, I love the tech, I love the efficiency. On this car, I really like the N-Line, I really like the ultimate spec as well. Do I choose petrol, hybrid or electric? As I say, something for everyone, including overall brilliance. This is a great car, and that's exactly why the new Hyundai KONA is Auto Express Car of the Year for 2023.